I'm taking it up higher. I'm taking it up higher. I'm taking it up a mountain. It's time to jump. My eyes got flickering flames. Up to the sky, make it rain. Breaking the frames, breaking the chains. Ain't nobody holding the reins. Turning it on, trigger the bomb. I got the world in my palm. Staying calm in the storm. Where I was born, I call it home. I'm hitting the hardest. I'm hitting the target. My cut is the sharpest. Season the.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got just kind of an update video. Been under the weather. I've gotten a little bit done. Go ahead and show you. Let's see what we've done. Alright. Well, of course, as you can see, there's a steering column installed. This isn't the final steering column. I just wanted to be, of course, in the last video we installed the drive shaft. I do have another column here that's in much better shape. That's the innards of it. A little bit better shape, of course, and then of course that is already primed and we're getting it sanded. Glove box doors sanded. Looks like I might have gotten some lube on there. That'll make it fun to paint. Might have to sand a little bit more to get that chemical off. Of course, the ring, horn button, a couple of ashtrays. Yeah, we got that one. We'll finish painting that at some point, but of course I wanted to be able to move the car if I needed to. Of course, you can see the steering linkage goes down to the power glide. Down there you got this shaft that I couldn't find a keeper for it, but I luckily had a C-clip that I was able to use. Trying to figure out the kick down linkage here. Haven't got it quite figured out yet. Just the geometry of it and the adjustment. But it does shift out of park, of course. So yeah, it functions, which is good. In case you're wondering what all that tape is, we'll get to that in a second. Of course, the rallies, we're getting those are primed. We had them cleaned up in the last video. We just got to get them all painted up. We're gonna go with body color, the gypsy red on those. Of course, we've got our nice black clear coated inner fenders that are going to go on here soon. I'm going to go ahead and try this stuff. We'll just spray a decent base coat of black, and we're going to try this Lime Line ready to spray metal flake for the dash. So we'll be painting the dash black, doing a nice metal flake on it, and we'll get that toe board primed and probably just paint it black when we do the dash before we do the metal flake. And of course, we won't be painting this column. We'll probably go ahead and do this steering wheel. I do have a spare over there. We'll pick the one that's got the least amount of cracking. We might try to repair them with epoxy, or maybe try some spot putty, or like Pops always says, just paint it, see what it looks like. His turned out great, but with my luck, mine would turn out horrible. But yeah, that's what's going on. We're priming and painting, and of course that's a big milestone to get that to where it's a little stiff on the. Of course, this whole column actually was locked up. I couldn't get the arm to operate the lever at the bottom, and I had to lubricate it pretty good. And you could tell just from looking down in the accesses. I don't know if you can see it from any of these points. No, you can't. But yeah, you can see it's missing some of the bolts. It's got one in the bottom of this. I do have all the bolts for the other one, of course, but yeah, we just wanted to get that, well, I wanted to get that functioning to where, I didn't have to leave the car in neutral, so that way if I pulled it out, I could, put it in park and keep it in a somewhat locked position. Yeah, that's all we've been having going on. Of course, you can see that nice high gloss black on the radiator support. Went ahead and redid the paint on the top of that radiator. Of course, we pressure tested that. It was holding at like 12 psi, and it held all night. Yeah, so radiator, I think it was either $25 or $50 radiator. Somebody put an aluminum one in theirs, and I was able to pick it up dirt cheap. And with that top of that tank painted, I mean, it's gonna look sharp. All right. Yeah, that's about it for this episode. Just a quick little update on what we've been doing. Hopefully, the next video, either we will be painting those rims, maybe the toe board, maybe we'll be putting the base coat down on the dash and laying some metal flake to see what that looks like. Might do some test runs on some practice parts. Just kind of yet to be determined, of course, being under the weather, and we're finishing up our addition that we're doing on one of our properties, and it's going to be done in the next probably week, or well, this will come out probably Saturday, and then yeah, we'll be finishing up probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I can maybe get a day or two off and hit this hard, and maybe get some transmission lines spin up, and get some ATF in this thing, get the transmission cooler on there. That way we can maybe fire it up and get it to move. Oh, yes, and I have got the power brake booster coming, master cylinder, and prop valve. So hopefully we can maybe even bypass the back brakes for now, just because we're going to have to probably order some brake line stock so we can, yeah, run some brake lines. Oh, yeah, and we're going to have to, I think I determined that this fuel pump was bad. I was hoping, on Rock Auto or something, I'd put some fuel down in there. We couldn't get it to pull up to the carburetor. Yeah, so I wish they sold rebuild kits for these, because you can see that you take it off. Well, actually, I've got one right here. So yeah, you can actually take that apart, and then it's got, I think, a leather or paper diaphragm. I think that's all you had to do was take that apart and replace the diaphragm, and it was good to go. But I can't find anybody who sells a rebuild kit, and probably just have to buy a new fuel pump, and then we'll probably just run it off of a reserve tank. I've got a couple of tanks out in our barn, but they're just a little rusty, so might be worth it to spend the $130 and get a nice replacement tank. I think they come with straps. So yeah, that's what we got going on. If you stuck around this long, thank you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you everyone for watching.